Greetings. We're going to do another best practices lesson inside of Facebook. And for this particular lesson, we're going to be talking about putting your blog article on Facebook for better visibility. Facebook's got some really cool built-in tools just to make it a little more interactive for your viewer. Now, one of the things that you might find after you write the article, it'll take a little bit to index it. If you paste in the URL and it says page not found, it just means Google hasn't indexed it yet. So you might have to wait a day or two after you wrote your article to post it into Facebook so that it'll be found and linked properly. So just kind of keep that in mind. But for today's tutorial, we're going to run over to a website here. Go ahead and grab this article right here. And then we're going to grab the entire URL. So if you're using Firefox or Google Chrome, you just click once in the URL, the www dot, and it'll highlight the entire thing. Right click and copy. It's off my screen, so you can't see that, but that's basically what you do is you just grab the entire URL. If you're using like Internet Explorer, you'll need to just manually copy the entire thing. Make sure that you don't leave anything out. That'll be important when we come over here. Then we will paste it in. Sometimes you'll need to hit the space bar. Not always, but sometimes. Now here it's going to give you some options of different pictures that it auto-detected. If you can't find the one that you're looking for, then you can go in here and upload your own picture. I recommend using a landscape picture. That way it'll automatically stick it on the top. If you have more of a portrait picture, most times they'll stick it on the left, so it just kind of depends on Facebook and its mood swings, really. But in this particular case, we're going to grab that one right there, so I'm going to turn that one off. So I just have this one. Because it is a portrait style picture, it'll put over here on the left, and it'll put our description right here and right here. Now, notice it highlighted it when I hover over it. So I can actually click on this and make it say whatever I want. So the sampling that you see here, you can change it to be more specific. Like if it's an article about a special offer or something of that nature, you can modify that a little bit so it's easier once again for your user. And then right here, same thing. You can click on that and change it. So this is part of the new tools that Facebook added. So you can use one of the defaulted pictures or you can upload your own. And then you can change the title and description or excerpt, as some people call it, to make that, once again, more specific for your reader. The next thing that you can do is go back up here to the top. You don't need this anymore. It used to be needed that it could just stay in there, but now you can backspace and put, please read and share this useful article from one of our great customers. Because this is Modern Web Studios, we're obviously going to put it that way, but you would phrase it something more like, hey, check out this useful article, share it with your friends, and you want to put the share in there, okay? Now here's why. We talked about this in a previous video. A lot of your friends, quote unquote, in this case, 166 of them, depending on how many people actually read it, if you ask them to share it, they're more likely to do so. Again, hinting off that word friend. If they're your friends and you ask your friend to do a favor, what's he more likely to do? He's more likely to do you a favor. So that's kind of what you want to play off of, is that if you have these followers or friends, you want to try to work it a little bit and ask them to do you a favor and share this article. What that's going to do is expand the footprint of this article. So as many people as it reaches, hopefully it'll reach better than 50%, depending on how many times that you post. And if you can get, out of 166, so that's about 75 to 80 people. If you can get 80 people to share that on their wall, then that's 80 times, that's another 80 people that are going to see it. And if 50% of those people like and share it, and you can see how it'll continue to build from that particular point. So best case scenario, that's what you're looking at there. But that is how you would go in. You can go and then publish it. And there you go. So you've got a nice little package. It's got the picture on the left. It has the blog information on the right. And then it has your little piece right here. You can then get all of your employees and your friends and so forth to go through and make sure that they share that on their personal timeline as well. Once again, the greater the reach, the better chance of it being seen, because you want to get it down here to where you've got this many people reached. Gets higher based off of, how many friends that you have and how often that you're posting within your social media. See the previous video on that. All right, so that's how you put your article out into Facebook and have it be more interactive for your potential viewer.